firecracker on that
Maybe I
fight.
gotta do less punching, but maybe.
Here we go to the fourth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That counter shot lands. They have no respect for each other's punching power. The straight right just misses. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Guys, this one gets punching too slow.
Let's talk about Benavidez in that round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. That left hook just missed. The perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss with that hook. That hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage. This is the beginning of round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Some sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They exchange punches. This round could go either way. Talk about Benavidez that last round. A lot of work needs to be done in this corner. 2 knockdowns in the last. Here we go. It's round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Do you believe this? Nice counter shot. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Left uppercut doesn't score. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. The courage on display here is incredible. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Swing and a miss with the jab.
Bro, this nigga's not trying to fight, bro.
Bombs away. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh my word, down goes RJJ. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. Sugar Ray. Roy Jones.
This bout is scheduled.
Not too many. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Jab does not score. Just missed with that jab. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
That jab doesn't find a home. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And caught him with a left hook. A perfect counter shot. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that. And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How did they survive that?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. Did you see that? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. We were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's bombs away. Men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music? Back at it in round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Tried to score with a jab. And they block the right uppercut. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. In that last round.
Whoa,
At this point, you gotta
what?
believe he can't.
But I'm not barely throwing punches.
There's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter is sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. In that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12.
How do you not get hit with that?
I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Caution being thrown to the wind. That jab misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
What?
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work.
Bitch,
That's what it
girl,
all
fight
boils down
me.
to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Bro, this shit is so pussy, bro. This nigga's not even trying to fight.
Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're giving us a high-tempo show.
Bro, like, what the fuck?
How do they use this fighter's aggression against
What,
them?
yo?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance?
Nigga is running,
Step out
bro.
of the way, boxing. Frustrating,
Okay.
because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Bro, this is ridiculous. Oh my God.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick. Just keep him on.
Get your rhythm back, and then we go again. He was close to this fight.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up. Just until the head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You're stupid. Please.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Which fighter will say no mas? Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Now you've got two fighters that are
No, I'm throwing a
absolutely
hook.
shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in
Damn.
heaven.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The straight right just misses. That Sugar Ray Robinson
blocking.
just got rocked. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get...
Whoa, Johnny. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble.
This game is fucking retarded.
Pretty lopsided.
I don't know why this game is frying my shit.